Today's video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN allows you to surf the web from any location in the world by allowing you to change your IP address and keep your location secure. Those of you living outside of the United States especially may want to get ExpressVPN, as it is common for Star Wars shows to be available a couple months late on popular streaming services like Netflix in countries outside of the United States. You especially don't want to be stuck watching The Mandalorian or the newest season of The Clone Wars a few months late once Disney Plus arrives and miss all the initial hype that will surround these shows. And by using ExpressVPN, you'll be able to access these shows right when they arrive to the States by changing your internet location address. ExpressVPN is only $7 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. But we have a special offer to you all currently watching, as you can get 3 months free by clicking the link in the description below or by visiting expressvpn.com/theloremaster. Keep your internet safe while also helping to support the channel. Throughout much of the Clone Wars, the military leaders that made up the Separatist cause tended to be quite cruel and very brutal in how they deployed their droid forces against their enemies. In contrast to that, we have the decorated and honorable Mon Calamari commander, known as Merai, who was so beloved and respected among the galaxy that he was actually viewed as a threat to Palpatine's plans. As for Palpatine, the Separatists needed to be as barbaric and murderous as Republic propaganda portrayed them, for that would make the rise of his future empire more acceptable to a people who feared for their safety against the evils of the unhinged Separatists. And Merai completely went against this deceptive notion Palpatine had constructed for his enemies. On top of that, Merai was also widely popular among the Separatist leadership, both on the civilian and corporate councils, making him a possible threat to Dooku's hold over the movement. The last thing the Sith needed was for their Separatist movement to split in half, with one portion being led by someone who wasn't a puppet of theirs. As such, the Sith decided Merai had to go, and what better way to take out an honorable and respected commander than in a battle that would humiliate the man, or in this case, fish. Thus came the first Battle of Kamino, which took place within the second month of the Clone Wars. Before the battle, Palpatine leaked deceptive defense blueprints of Kamino to the Separatists, while also ensuring the Republic received a heads up that Kamino would be attacked soon, so that more Jedi and troops would be sent to defend it. When Merai received the blueprints of Kamino's defensives, and was given a go-ahead to attack by one of the Separatist Council members, the Mon Calamari commander took his loyal men and a droid command ship to start his assault. When Merai arrived to Kamino, it quickly became apparent that he was outmatched. Both his droid starfighters and Mon Calamari pilots were being obliterated by the Jedi-led starfighters. Still committed to the idea that he was bringing freedom to the galaxy, and that the fall of Kamino would drastically increase the chances of a Separatist victory in the war, Merai continued to fight the battle and refused to retreat. Once the ace pilots of his starfighters were eliminated by the Jedi, Merai decided it was all up to him to accomplish the mission of bringing down Kamino. So he got into his own personal starfighter and engaged the enemy head-on himself. His skill as a pilot allowed him to bypass the Jedi starfighters long enough for him to penetrate Kamino's ocean. When he realized he wasn't being followed, he commented on how foolish the Jedi were to not bring starfighters that could submerge underwater on a water world. But soon he would realize that it was he who was the fool, as once he reached his destination, he understood that he had been tricked. The blueprints he received showed him that deep underwater contained the shield generator for Kamino's cities, but when he got there, no such thing existed. Despite this deception, however, Merai was still committed in bringing down Kamino, so he decided to sacrifice himself in an attempt to bring down the planet's shields. But before he could reach his new target, he was shot down by the Jedi and forced to abandon his mission. Now at full realization that he had no other options of turning the tide in this battle, Merai ordered a full retreat to his men. His loyal crewmen attempted to get their commander back into their ship safely before they jumped into hyperspace, but Merai instead ordered them to focus their rescue efforts on both the surviving Mon Calamari pilots as well as the droid starfighters, making him perhaps the only Separatist commander to even value the droids that he commanded. As his men were getting ready to retreat, Merai didn't wish for the Jedi to follow them back to base, so he decided to sacrifice himself so that his troops would escape safely. He did this by flying his damaged starfighter into the hyper rings that were used by the Jedi and exploded his ship, destroying the only means the Jedi could have jumped to hyperspace. And with that, the Separatist commander known as Merai was dead. His death came as a shock to both sides of the war, with even Yoda and Mace Windu mentioning him as a smart soldier, one who wouldn't have made such a foolish attack, Unknown to them, this was exactly what the Sith had wanted, to discredit Merai to the rest of the galaxy. Dooku himself was a bit upset as well over the fact that they had to eliminate such a talented and respected commander, but Palpatine reassured his apprentice that there would be other talented men who would be more easily controlled for their sinister plans in the future. Thanks for watching this video. Help support the channel by becoming a member on our Patreon page, and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. And as always, may the Force be with you.